workshop, I have quite a few things to talk about. Um, but yes, so making thumbnails is easier than you think. Honestly, it really is because hold on one second. Let me just drag this guy down. You only really need three elements, right? When you make thumbnails. If you notice across YouTube, there's a lot of different people doing thumbnails. The creators that win usually have very simple, bold thumbnails, and we'll go through this as we go through the presentation. So why are thumbnails important? Look, on YouTube, thumbnails is everything. It's the first thing people see. So when you want to make your thumbnails, or when you want to make a video, you have to have a thumbnail that's going to compete with a lot of different people, and it literally is the first thing people see before they go and read the comments, or I'm sorry, read the title, and see what the channel is. The first thing they see is the thumbnails, and you have to capture their attention with those thumbnails. There's a big difference between this and streaming on Twitch. And so it's the same thing with like gaming thumbnails as well. So gaming thumbnails on YouTube also is very important. When you compare it to Twitch, you'll see that Twitch has like no thumbnails. There's no thumbnail game, usually because Twitch doesn't really have an algorithm that pushes users and tries to bring in people through different ways to like show people what you're it's not as strategic, I would say, as YouTube is when it comes to grabbing people's attention. On Twitch, you don't have to worry about the thumbnail thing too much, because you can't really throw a thumbnail up. It'll show random screenshots of the live stream. But on YouTube, it's a big deal. That's pretty much half of the battle, your title and then your thumbnails. So as a content creator on YouTube, especially for your streams, you want to focus heavily on making sure your thumbnails are clear and easy to recognize at glance. So we're going to be talking about that as well a little bit more as we go through this. So this is just the live page here on YouTube, a screenshot of the live page on YouTube. I took this today. As you can see, this is what your competition is when you're on YouTube and when you're, streaming. You're going to have to compete against a lot of other creators here who are pulling these crazy, ridiculous numbers. And the first thing people see is their thumbnails when they go and when they're browsing YouTube and they click. Looking at this, you can kind of get the gist of the style, the kind of format you want to stick with. But at the same time, it's overwhelming here. Everybody's kind of doing the same thing, and though they still win clicks. So this is kind of like the game of YouTube, is how to, attract people through your thumbnails, and making sure that you're giving your thumbnails the attention that they deserve, so that people understand, hey, this creator is showing me, this video. I know exactly what I'm getting when I click it. It's interesting. Let me click. Cool. So, and there's a lot more to going to making thumbnails, but during this workshop, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can make these thumbnails pretty fast using Canva. But the biggest things that you want to pay attention to when making thumbnails is, and this is the direction that I'm going myself with thumbnails, is big, bold, colorful, informative, and intriguing. These are kind of the, I would say, 5 most common pieces of advice you'll hear out there about thumbnail creation. You want to have big, bold icons, big, bold text. You want them to be colorful. So we're talking about saturation. We're talking about vibrancy. Informative. You want to go ahead and tell them, right, what they're gonna get in that video when they click. And then intriguing. You kind of want to give them a sense of wonder, sense of mystery with your thumbnail. But even that, I'm like, maybe not. It really depends on the niche. We'll get more into that, but where I'm moving towards is big, bold, and colorful. Informative, definitely are like must haves. But in all, you want to keep everything very simple, very simple when it comes to your thumbnails. And this is what makes it easy to do. I want to make sure that we are that anybody else joining. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna bring back my camera here. There we go. Uh-oh. I skipped past. There we go. So yeah, you want to keep it very simple. So what I say is you want to keep your thumbnails to 3 elements or less. When doing that, you'll be able to it'll just look a lot more clean, and you're able to make it more, what's the word, appealing, more easier for the viewer to understand what they're clicking on. So, for example, here in the thumbnail, that's the thumbnail for this workshop. You can see I did Ghost of Tsushima reaction video. This is very cool. Reaction videos are very cool to do, especially if you're a gaming content creator. It's kind of how I started boosting my numbers for my live streams, especially on Facebook gaming, doing reaction videos to games that upcoming games that I was gonna be playing, and usually out of the gate, getting these videos out as the game trailer was coming out. So like within the hour the trailer released on YouTube, getting the video out, these will perform pretty darn well, especially if you can get a good reaction thumbnail out. So, for example, in this particular thumbnail, I actually didn't
Wait,
do a.
wait, hold on.
Okay,
Just to
so
like confirm, are you like sure? Are you like telling me this like as the community, or like you're showing it like through the Zoom? Because if you're showing it through the Zoom, I don't see anything on the Zoom.
uh-oh, that is because my camera is off. My bad. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. Because I
Man,
was like, yeah,
yeah,
I
you
didn't.
didn't
I
see
was
anything.
going, yeah.
That is my bad. But now you're good. You're good, right? Yeah, I wasn't. um, do you still have the stream up on your end?
So what do you mean the stream? The
The live stream?
oh, on YouTube? No, like it's paused though.
Okay, that's fine. Um, it's fine. But you got some of the information I was talking about. So
Yeah.
this is kind of what I was saying. The so in this thumbnail example here, I did, Ghost of Tsushima with the reaction video and myself over here. In this particular instance, I didn't take a screenshot of myself reacting to it. More so, I did a photo shoot basically and just kind of put that in. And this video still performed, even doing this kind of reaction shot. Uh, Here I go to next screen. But these thumbnails usually get me around these reaction thumbnails. We're usually getting me around that 10% or more in click through. And these are within the first 24 hours of the video going up. So that's taking advantage of, the trailer being released literally like hour or 2 hours after, you know, uh, that's me releasing the video, the reaction video 2 hours after the trailer released, and putting it to like one of these very simple thumbnails. And in these thumbnails, you can see that I'm only doing the 3 elements that I talked about. So, the big bold PlayStation Plus or PlayStation 5 here reaction to let viewers know that I'm reacting to it. You don't always have to put the text like that there, but and then my real reaction to when I first saw it here in the thumbnail. You can see I'm not taking up too much of the thumbnail space, but
Yeah.
I am pretty much big, and you're able to see what I'm doing here. Same with this as well. For The Last of Us, Miles Morales, all of these are real thumbnail reactions, or real reactions that I did. And they're all pulling pretty high click through. Uh, and here are some more examples from my own channel. Doing we did sub 7% here on this one. This is currently going. These are since published, so these are the average over time. This one is one of my most growing videos right now. It's doing about 200 views a day or something like that. Over on average, it's at 9.4 click through. And in this thumbnail, this one's a little bit different. This is where thumbnails pair really well. If you compare your video topic with your their title and your thumbnail, and it all matches really well, you can kind of get away with a little bit more of a more complicated thumbnail design.
Okay.
But with this thumbnail, I am literally telling you like what I'm giving you exactly what you're expecting to get in the video,
In the video, okay.
what you're looking for. So absolute best way, like I'm not holding anything back. Absolute best way, free, no capture card needed. Stream your PS5 to OBS, and in this case, it just works. It just works. The example down here, best OBS recording settings, very simple, big, bold, colorful. OBS in the background with an arrow, big red arrow pointing at it, and that one's doing some pretty good numbers right now. 6.4. Got some more examples. 8.7 on this. So this is another example of me just kind of giving you exactly what you what the viewer is going to get in the video. OBS, big OBS logo here, and then just the font is just pretty much the entire thumbnail. OBS for Mac, a beginner's guide. You do definitely want to stay careful with this corner in the right side, because this timestamp is going to when people are searching for videos, that timestamp is going to cover up some of the graphics on your thumbnail, so you want to be careful with that. But this one down here is another interesting one. It was very simple, big, bold. The chat here, big arrow pointing over to OBS, 7.2 on the click through on average. And all of these are since published. And so, like I said before, you want to use no more than 3 elements for your thumbnails. And this is something I've recognized throughout my time on YouTube, and as well as looking through everybody's thumbnails on YouTube altogether. A lot of my coaches have told me, it is like these 3 elements that you want to have. And it's pretty apparent here. You got, Ghost of Tsushima, big, bold here. You have the, the text here, and myself over here, the reaction. And so I wanted to show you kind of live examples of other creators throughout YouTube. I'm going to take you through YouTube here. I'm actually going to change this channel to my personal channel here. You can see exactly. So I'm going to check out actually a collaborator who does who also does YouTube, streaming help. And the reason I'm showing him is because he is a
Your
great
streaming
example.
goals suck.
He's a great example of, like, he just kind of does this thing, like, it's a little OP. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little OP when it comes to these 3 elements.
I've watched his I've watched him.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, you've seen. He's pretty big. So, but you can take a lot away from his thumbnails that he does on his channel, and apply them to yours. He's one of the creators in the streaming help niche that I'm in that still gets views on his videos pretty consistently. It's because he sticks to one format when it comes to his thumbnails. It's quite apparent. So you can see, let's take a look at this one right here. The my worst mistake. This one right here. So I can point out here, the thumbnail kind of flows in a direction. It's like, he's making them as you read, basically. So we read left to right. You can see how it flows from top, bottom, and then left. You have this first element here. That's one. And then a second element here is this YouTube play button. And then this third element is him reacting pretty much. And you'll see this. You'll start to, once I show you this, you'll start to see this across YouTube everywhere is how these thumbnails align. And it's one of the biggest takeaways one of the biggest takeaways I've had recently when this was pointed out to me. Here's another one example. 1, 2, 3. Those 3 elements. 1, 2, 3. He's just like, this guy is, I would say this is all one element right here. 2. So that's 2. This guy just kind of makes it easy, right? And he doesn't change, but you can see he's pretty consistent across the board with his viewership, and he tends to nail it every time. Yeah. Even here, 1, 2, 3. And so you kind of starting to get the gist of kind of how that works. I'll fly over to one of my favorite creators, Afro Senju, who I wouldn't say his channel you should mimic, because he has I think like a person who does his thumbnails customly, like they draw them. So not every one of his thumbnails are a takeaway, but they're very recognizable, right? One Punch Man, we all know this anime. Well, if you watch anime, you all know this anime. This one right here is really good. It's just 2 elements. It's him reacting in pain because of how much he's playing Wukong, and you can see it's pretty simple. Very simple thumbnail. Here you see a Naruto, Boruto, Kawaki elements 1, 2, flows left to right, so on and so forth. There's let me see if I can find some more. Do you have a favorite content creator?
Not when it
that you want me to
comes
look up?
to not when it comes you can search up who's Casper, but he does like IRL type videos.
Okay, I haven't heard of him. Who's Casper?
He does IRL type videos.
Oh, IRL type of videos. Let's check him out. Jaxo, what's good? Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you're getting some value. Yes. So yeah, you can take a look at his. So yeah, off the bat, they're pretty. So these, I would say these are pretty creative. They're kind of chaotic, but if you're in this guy's ecosystem, they're pretty recognizable because
Yeah,
he clones himself multiple times on these, at least these thumbnails right here. He does have 3 elements. He has 3 of himself, or 3 of these cars here. He's showing off day in the life of a Blackwing owner. Yeah, he didn't just show one of the car. He showed 3. He also showed himself 3 times. And this one over here, he is kind of covering up his text a little bit, but this kind of gives me a vibe of like, well, I kind of want to know. I went to like, it makes me want to look at it a little bit more just to
yeah.
see what that.
I feel like his videos are more like the thumbnail and the title always match, if that makes sense. Like it kind of
Mm,
like it's not too descriptive. Like it's not enough detail for you to tell you like what's the video about, making you want to go on the video. I feel like
yep.
I feel like
Yeah.
he does a
So,
great job with that with all his videos.
well, so like I said, a lot of this depends on your niche. I would say for gaming, for example, showing that mystery of what happened in the game, I think is a good example of a good thumbnail for gaming. Um, for informational things like what I do, a lot of educational channels, we kind of want to tell them what they're gonna get, because you know you don't want to click on a video that you're trying to figure out how to do something or what to do
Yeah,
for
yeah,
something
no,
and
yeah,
then
I
have it
100%
waste your
get what
time.
you're saying.
Yep. But for gaming content creators, we go real easy. like I really like this one because what the F is this, right? And I know what this is. It's the back rooms, yeah. But you can see like his reaction. He has the speed lines, and he's showing one of the most scariest parts of his gameplay. I'm assuming. And I want to see this reaction because look at his face. It's crazy. Same with this one up here. And these are very, I would say, compared to Afro Sinju, where he has a lot of custom thumbnails designs. Berlizzi here is doing that very minimalistic, 3 elements or less thumbnail design, where you have the thing in your game that you want to show off, and then your reaction to it right here. Same with this one. You know, reaction here. And everything is a left to right for Berlizzi. I think that's across his entire channel, is left to right. Yep. And it looks like Berlizzi is always on the right side of the screen, except for right here, except for this one, and maybe another couple of them, except for right here. But, you know, you're reading left to right. So you kind of want to be thinking about this when doing your thumbnails. Oops, I didn't mean to click on you. Yeah. But yeah, is that making sense?
Can I go back in? I forgot my noodles.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Give me one moment. The video started playing on me. Gotta refresh that. That doesn't play. There we go. All right. So back to my presentation here. I'm gonna come back to this. Cool. So yeah, always super important. I said this in the beginning. I'm gonna say it again. Always make your thumbnails before you record your videos or go live. It 100% makes a huge difference. And let me show you why. Because when you, this is the content creation workflow. A lot of people in the community have been asking me for this. I'm gonna have something more tangible for you, you know, to show you how this kind of works. But here, this kind of workflow has given me my own like success in my YouTube videos. So I'm gonna move my camera here. You want to start with your video idea. This is usually what everybody does. They sit down, they get ready to play. I don't know what's currently Elden Ring, and they're like, "Cool, I'm gonna play Elden Ring today for the first time, and we're just gonna go." And they sit down and they start their live stream, or they start recording. Then they get done with their live stream, their recording, and they they post it, and then they're like, "Oh man, what am I gonna name this? Ah man, what am I gonna? What's the thumbnail gonna be? Let me get that screenshot from this over here, or oh man, I don't know." And then they spend like, you know, either hours figuring out what their thumbnail is gonna be, or they just post whatever screen, or they don't even do their thumbnail. They just do whatever, and then they have 6 views or something like that. And you know, if this was 2000, let me come back on the camera real fast. If this was 2013, if this was not even, if this was 2010, you could probably get away with doing that, and still grow a channel as you evolve across YouTube. But as of today, YouTube is so competitive. You kind of got to go into it. YouTube and streaming, Twitch, like content creation in general, is so competitive. So many people doing it, and they're doing it at such a high, like the bar is being as rising quite high in production. You got to go into it a little bit more strategically. So this is what I recommend you do when creating any piece of content, especially video, that requires you to post a thumbnail or something. And that is, you start with your video idea, and then you do your research and keywords and SEO. And I teach all of this, and I teach all of this inside of the community. I have a free course. I'm gonna do all those plugs later. But you want to do your research and keywords, SEO, right after your video idea. And this part right here, this part will literally dictate whether or not you sit down and you make that video or you press live, because you will find out that whatever you're thinking, whatever your video idea was, no one cares, right? No one's looking for it. No one wants to watch it. And this will stop you from doing all of this and wasting all your time and getting 6 views on your videos. Being real. Video idea first, then you go and you research and you go onto YouTube and you use all the tools that I recommend, vidIQ, we do Morning Fame. You use all these tools and you find out, do people care about this video? What is it that people are searching for in Elden Ring that I can make a video about, or I can like address or title or whatever? Like, how am I gonna package this playthrough? How am I gonna package this live stream that I'm gonna do? Um, so that people will actually click it because that's what they're looking for based on my research. But once you find, that video idea of yours is legit, basically this is legitimizing the video idea. Then you want to go and create your title. And you're already doing all these 3 steps before you even get close to creating that thumbnail. But the reason why you want to go ahead and create this title before you even look at the thumbnail is because this will help you get to your thumbnail. Your title will help you create the best thumbnail. I guess I guess where am I going with that? The title definitely dictates what you're going to show in your thumbnail. Maybe I can give an example of that. I'll probably give an example of that later. We'll go back over, but you want to go ahead and create your title, then your thumbnail, and you can include your title in your thumbnail, like we were talking about before with the other creator before. Usually you can. Usually I don't. It depends on what you want to do, but these two go together quite like succinctly. You want to create your title first, then your thumbnail, and then after your thumbnail's created, your title's created, you've done all your research, is when you go live, you record your video. And this will save you so much time in not only putting out a video that is probably going to fail and pretty much I think everything you do is like a lesson learned. So I wouldn't say it's a complete waste of time, but if you've done this, if you have like 1,000 videos on your YouTube channel and you have less than 100 subscribers, or less than even 1,000 subscribers, I mean, like 1,000 videos is a lot. So it's a lot of videos. There's a lot of creators out there with 1,000 plus and have not cracked YouTube's algorithm. It's mostly because they haven't really gotten this, creation flow down. They haven't figured this out yet. They're still posting random thumbnails, screenshots of their gameplay. They're going live before they're ever thinking about whatever they're going to do live. Once you get all of this down, you'll start to see that things start to pick up pretty rapidly because you're literally making videos that people want to watch. Like you're finding that part out first before, and then you're packaging it even before, you sit down and give them the product, basically your presentation, your live recording, or you're recording your live stream. Yes. Hey, Glenn, what's good? So yeah, that is, that's pretty much this is like the secret. I'm not gonna lie. This was like the secret. This changed a lot for me. Yeah, this pretty much changed everything for me. Once I started doing thumbnails for my gameplays, once I started doing thumbnails before I even thought about the live stream or recording, I started getting more consistent viewership on my videos and my live streams. So we're going to, yeah, that's pretty much I think that's the it. Yep. Yeah. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to do some thumbnails for you guys. And I was offering this pretty much to the people who are in the VIP. I see Laurie joined. Laurie's in the call. What's good, my guy?
Hey, what's up, man? Hi.
Hey, what's good? We're going to give me one moment. Let me not do this Inception. I'm going to switch over to the call. Actually, no, this is fine. We're good. So we have Laurie. Laurie's part of our VIP program. He went through his entire month with me, and he also has his own community, which is really cool. So we were growing his YouTube channel. His and as well as his community with that. But you've gotten a lot of this thumbnail stuff already in our calls. I would love to do a thumbnail for you if you don't mind. Um,
For sure, for sure.
and then
That'd be
show
great.
people, yeah, and then show people how this thing works with Canva. Um,
Mhm.
and for everybody watching live, Canva is linked down in the description, so you can go grab that, and it's free. It's just a web browser, um, really fast. You can get graphics done really fast. So kind of walk me through, Laurie, your video idea. Like, what is your video about? And yeah, like kind of give me some ideas of what you're trying to do for your next video. When I come on
For
here.
sure, for sure. So should I do that in terms of the next video, or should we go through a video that I've already posted and then refine this
We,
thumbnail?
we can do
Either or.
both. Yeah, either
Okay,
or. Yeah.
cool. Well, how about we go for one? I'd be interested to see what your approach is on one on a video that I've made, maybe.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. Let me check. Okay, so the last two ones I actually refined when you kind of told me about how that I should probably redo them. So I did the last two, but maybe something to do with the let's see. To be fair, it could be any of these, but maybe how to grow your shoulders at home with calisthenics, or this
Okay.
426 days working on the handstand push-up. I don't know. You can choose, to be fair, if you want to.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Whatever looks good to
switch
you.
back. Maybe oh, type. There you go. Is it Laurie? Is it spelled like this? Your name?
Louay. Yeah.
L-A.
Oh, Louay.
Oh,
Exactly. And then Sattar if it isn't coming up.
there you go. Yes, gotcha.
There you are. Good. Hopefully, but I actually just refined one of those thumbnails.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Which one?
The frog stand one, the do this.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember seeing this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We. Yeah, I did see this in the community. Awesome.
Mm.
So you wanted me to get you wanted me to kind of critique it and see.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to make a thumbnail, I didn't mind whatever one you chose to do, or critique, or anything, whatever you want.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. These are really good. I just don't know. I wouldn't even change these honestly, bro. This is good. So, um, like I say before, big and bold, do this. A lot of like you're just kind of showing them exactly what they need to do. This is that same thing that we were talking about at the beginning of the presentation. You want to really show the audience what they're going to click on. And it's a little different from gaming. Doing it this way with the audience for gaming, it's more like you want to kind of give them a little bit of intrigue, but also show them. I think the biggest thing though is across the board is just focus on showing them what they're going to get, and this here is pretty good. With the title, do this before learning the handstand frog. Yeah, that's our keywords. I'm crossing stuff out. That's the keywords that we were looking for when we workshop this together last time. I do like this. I think the other thumbnail you had was it was a before and after, wasn't it? It was like a side by side.
So yeah, it was a before and after, and
Okay.
I think this was more clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
We
think
could, to be fair, if you want to. My next goal is my next video is the one arm handstand. We could make a thumbnail for that.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So the one arm handstand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, do you have any
Okay.
material you could send me? You could.
Should we just go for like some internet source, just a
Mhm.
one arm handstand picture? Because I don't actually
Yes.
have anything just yet.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Internet source. So this is how I find all my resources for thumbnails. You know, look behind the curtain. One arm. It should be one arm. I usually just grab everything from Google And the reason why this is kind of okay is because of fair use. If you're going to be modifying the image, uh, it's totally fine. Uh, Usually, I don't do this for people that I don't know though. So, um, Laura, you're gonna like replace, kind of like get the idea of the
Exactly.
yeah
Mhm.
from
Yeah,
yep,
I'll
yep.
replace my image with that image.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool, cool.
Good.
Awesome. But actually before we do this, let me do the this is kind of the workflow. I wanted to show you the workflow of how I figure out to get like ideation for my thumbnails. So like I said, the video you do first, and you guys can see my screen right here on Zoom. You should be able to see it. You can see what
Yeah,
I'm doing on
perfect.
Zoom, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, so like I said, video idea first. So Laura has already done that. He's already done the keyword research. And so at this point, once I figure out my title and start going for the thumbnail, I will actually use YouTube and just type in whatever I'm trying to. So one arm hand stand, whatever I'm trying to make the video on, and I'll just look at what other people are doing who are winning in this topic. Make sure I'm not in the way. Cool. So I usually only focus on like the first 10 videos because if I'm trying to reach search, and that's what I'm a big stickler for, like hitting search, especially as a small creator, you want to be focusing search. Um, and so these guys are winning search right now. They're at the top of the search results. So they're ranking pretty well. And so I will literally look at their thumbnails and find inspiration from them and see who is doing like kind of what is the overall consensus on this thumbnail style for this topic. And then I'll do something similar, but maybe change up something a little bit different. So the first one we're looking at here is it is a kind of a one. So you have this one on top and then two, three, with this insert here of like how is he doing that? It's pretty intriguing. I like that. Circus method. So it's definitely showing people what they're gonna get. This is all about doing the circus method of getting to a one arm handstand. Um, that's pretty good. I think Laurie, you're gonna do like a 60-day or I'm sorry, a 30-day challenge.
Yep. I'm on day 4 now. Yeah.
You're on day 4. Nice. Oh, nice. Good, good, good. So, we'll do that. Actually, you know what? Uh, we'll actually type that in because we did workshop this. We did look at it together already. So I kind of already have the idea in my head, honestly, but I'm trying to show you guys kind of the workflow. So 30 days of one arm handstand is the guy who's at the top right now. Um, we did check this guy out. His is very cinematic. I think this is super dramatic. This thumbnail, man's on his knees. It is very simple. It is just a picture of him outside in the dark. Kind of looks like he has a glow around him. It looks like, I'm not really sure if that effect is actually there, but 1, 2, that's it. That's all it took. And then this thing did 100x. Yeah, he pretty much crushed it for his title thumbnail combination. The guy below him, this one only this only in 30 days is pretty cool too. Right below him. Very simple, 1, 2, 3. And so I kind of like, honestly, it says the simple method I use to try and learn handstands. Okay. Honestly, those first, this one got a lot of views. It was 5 years ago. Not sure how long it took him to get those views. This one has a lot though, 330K. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. One handstand in a month. Okay. So we have a couple options. We could do the side by side kind of before and after, or we could do something a little bit more dramatic. 2.10 from, or 2.8 million. Okay, from 0 to 1 handstand. Okay. So I'm looking at this one right here. Another before and after, but you know, these three elements is pretty much carrying the entire thumbnail there. Okay, I got it. Cool, cool, cool. So let's see. Let's see. Would it be okay if I throw on? Can I throw on my lo-fi for you guys? I don't think
Stay
you'll
cool this summer with Dunkin' Refreshers.
get rid of that. Never mind. I don't want it. I don't want it too complicated right now. All right. Just gonna get into a flow, but that's okay. Yeah, so for your gaming thumbnails, yeah, just use Google and grab your stuff or get through screenshots from your game. There are also like elements you can find around. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is this like from an album? That's pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see though. Kind of low quality. Let's see. So it's about. I'm not gonna lie, Laurie. This is a little difficult. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? Are you guys still on the call? Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 He is centered. The only issue is it's very low quality. But it's okay. I'll give you. You won't use this thumbnail, but it will be inspiration. Yeah, inspiration for you. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save this as. Is this in our? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. All right, cool. So coming over to Canva, this is what we're gonna do. When you log into Canva, you're gonna go ahead and create design, and then go to YouTube thumbnail. You could honestly, I'm gonna keep it at. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 720. You can do a 1920 by 1080 thumbnail, so it's a little bit higher res. But just to keep it simple, I'm just gonna click what they're giving me. The 1720, I think 1780. No, 1270, 720. I believe that's that's the recommended size for YouTube. And I do TNL as a kind of abbreviation for thumbnails. Here we go. Yeah, you see the back end of my. Oh no, these are testimonials. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, it's just as easy as that. The cool thing about Canva is, it saves all of your uploads that you put into Canva. You upload to Canva, and you can reuse these elements over and over again. So I literally have elements in here from all my thumbnails that I've ever done, going all the way back to whenever I started using Canva, like 2016 or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Super convenient. But here we have this guy here. What I really want to do is I kind of want to remove the background. I kind of do, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I do want to remove the background. So this is what I'm going to do with this. If you have any tools to remove the background, and for anything you use, Canva does have this. There's also other tools you can use to remove background. This one's a little dirty, but it's okay. The reason why I'm removing the background is because I'm going to do this kind of overlay thing. So that this element is separate from the background. So then when I place text here, I can do that really cool thing. This is just to kind of show you kind of where I'm going with this. I'm gonna duplicate that. Handstand. Right. Throw that here. Give it this really big here. Boom. Bam. I'm kind of creating that same thumbnail design that the other person had that we looked at. I'm kind of showing you how they pretty much how they did it. We're gonna bring this forward in front so that it's there. And let's do this. So I'm gonna add a tiny blur to the background. It's already blurry, so it's kind of like, do you really need it? But throwing it there to the background, and you can see how he's pretty much kind of covering the words there, giving it kind of like this intriguing look and some depth. What we could do is on here we can what? Give me a second. Okay, yeah. We can either add a lift. I like shadows, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Maybe like straight down. Yeah. Put that at 0. And then this one is same. I can't click it. There you go. I am moving kind of fast on Canva, but you can you could do a lot of different things here. Think of it like an easier Photoshop. Let's see, and change that to black. That's going straight down. Cool. I wonder if I could add a. Can I do that? No. Nope. Oops, not a filter. I don't want a filter. The thing that I do recommend, so if you're ever gonna put elements into your thumbnails, things like yourself, like a screenshot of yourself or a picture of yourself, always do some editing, and make sure you brighten up colors. Make sure you put a little bit of a color vibrancy on it, just so like you pop a little bit more. Like we add some contrast. Oh, I really want like a before and after. I wish I could have seen that. That's okay. Cool. I kind of have like the basic idea of what I want to do with this. I do want to hide this layer. Actually, it's okay. And you know what? Just to do something different for this. Oh my goodness gracious, Canva. It's because like this is okay. I'm just gonna have to bloop. Cool. All right. It's not enough. Let me think. Here we go. The only thing with Canva is you can't stack. So there's like some limitations to using Canva. You can't stack effects. So I would really like to put like a glow or something over this to get it to pop more. We could do that and just see what that looks like. There's like this neon effect here. Where did it go? What am I? Oh, it's because I'm not clicking on the right thing. There, here we go. Cool. Neon effect. Boom. Right. It's a little intense, but you kind of get the gist. What's really cool here is on this, we can also add this. Where are you at? What I want to add is a vignette, and that is here somewhere. No, it should be. Oh, it's in adjust. That's right. And then vignette. There we go. So that draws the attention kind of to the center of the thumbnail. So when it's up on YouTube, it pops a little bit more. And going back to YouTube here, it's kind of like doing this guy's thumbnail, but a little bit different. It says only 30 days. That's what he did on that one. I guess that's where I'm drawing my inspiration from. One arm, 30 days. You know what? I'm thinking if you wanted to do a before and after on this, kind of like this. Huh. I'm thinking maybe you could probably do the same style, but then do it like a before and after, and it'll be different. It'd be a bit different than this guy. Like doing this and combining it with something like this might be. Yeah, it's like where you're on both ends and then the text is in the middle. And it's also in this style. I do really like this dramatic one up here. It's very simple. How are you feeling about this, Larry?
I think it really pops. Yeah, it's like it's good. It's very nice. Yeah, especially like the essentially the guy in the middle. I think that's really got the person's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the background is, it's perfect. It's a little blurry. It doesn't distract. And the text, yeah, you can see it. It's just really like your eye draws itself to it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's good feedback. Yeah, you could definitely do something different with the text. Like say something different. One arm,
Yeah.
30 days.
You could always say, yeah,
Because
like,
you're doing a progression.
yeah,
Um,
something like attempting. No,
like progressing.
yeah, like, can I like could you do a question? Can
You
I
can.
one on an in?
Yeah, that's pretty good. You can do a question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oops. There you go. Oops. It's the layering system in Canva. I'm fighting it right now because I'm trying to go fast. But let's here we go. Kind of, it's kind of a like a almost like a it's so this kind of gives me like a vibe of like it's almost negative, like saying it's impossible to do this in 30 days. However, you did it in 30 days. And if you combine this with your title, and this is where
Title,
like
exactly. Yeah.
title thumbnail combines, you can do impossible in 30 days, and then how I did how I
Yeah. How I
did
learned.
what
Yeah,
one hand
definitely.
yeah, handstand in 30
Perfect.
days.
I like that. I like that a lot. Like the combination. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
it only makes sense when they're both together.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mm,
and people will see the thumbnail first. So
yeah.
as I said that in the beginning, people will see it first, and then they'll read the title. Not many
Hmm.
people do it in reverse, but there are people who do that. Um, but if you can draw them in, so I'm gonna download this real fast because what I want to do is I want to throw this next to there we go. I want to throw this next to I want to do morning fame. Did my camera freeze? Oh, there we go. Oh, still frozen. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna throw this into morning fame, and I want to put it against the other keywords that are for that topic. Uh, da da da. I don't know if I'm gonna get am I gonna get these videos? Okay, cool. Go all the way to optimize. Oh no, I gotta choose it first. Here we go. Cool. So cool thing about Morning Fame, also you're gonna get these resources. I'm gonna include a PDF for you guys, like a checklist for thumbnails. Is you're gonna have Morning Fame in there as a resource. Really cool tool for keyword research, and also it's like a giant channel auditor. But really cool thing is that you can put in your thumbnails when you're done with them and compare them against other thumbnails in that keyword search that you're getting, and you can kind of see it is similar to this one here. I'd say this one is a little bit more. It's just crispier because I think the it's just the production is just better. Like I'm grabbing this thing off of like YouTube, or I'm sorry, Google, and so it's a little bit lower res, not as much contrast going on. These are pictures that they took in the camera, and they edit the picture itself. So it looks a little bit more dynamic than mine over here. However, we're kind of in the same ballpark. I think it can compete. And when you show the sizes, you can see it's small, large, and you know, um, mobile sizes. This is what it's going to look like on desktop. So actually, you're actually seeing that here. There's a little bit of a mistake here. This timestamp is actually covering up a little bit of it. So you might have to play around with it. I don't think it's actually going to be that big on YouTube. It may. So definitely watch out for that thumbnail there. But I'm sorry, this timestamp here covering up part of your thumbnail. But yeah, we're on the right track. I think I think we could do definitely different things with this. Um I don't know. How do you feel about this, Laurie?
Yeah, I think I like it. Honestly, I feel like obviously you did it quickly, so it needs a tiny bit of readjustment. But I think the
Yeah.
principle of the thumbnail and the idea is like it's good. It's a good thumbnail.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
Um yes, I think I can excuse me, I can send it to you just like inspiration for your
Mhm.
next one.
For sure.
Um
Yeah.
but you kind of get the process. How do you usually make your thumbnails?
So I mean, after you like after, well, I had, honestly, I take a screenshot of the video, and then I literally just put it in as a thumbnail. But after you kind of explained to me that I kind of need to have a little bit more of an in-depth thumbnail, I'm doing it on Canva now too, so it's
Oh, okay.
perfect.
Nice. Oh no.
Oh. The infinite.
Yes, it did the inception. Ah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Canva really cuts the. I mean, like, I don't know. I did that in about 10 minutes, I think, and got something really good going. Um, as you can see on Canva, I make all my thumbnails here. So literally, all the history of my thumbnails for my entire channel, as well as my gameplay thumbnails, are in here as well. From streaming on the other channel, streaming on Facebook, and all it is just taking a screenshot. Actually, a lot of these are not screenshots. A lot of these are literally me going to Google and grabbing the thumbnail, um, like grabbing a thumbnail from Google, like something really high res, high quality from the game itself, and making a thumbnail out of it. Um, it's a good way. It's a good way to do your thumbnails for gaming. Um, you know, I use Google a lot for this. Let's see. Do we have anybody else? Okay, cool. I think that pretty much wraps it, guys. I'm not gonna lie, that pretty much wraps it. I'm gonna come back on here. I think my camera froze. Yes, my camera froze. I don't know why. Da-da-da. Oh, maybe it's because. Give me one moment. We're black. It's because yeah, there you go. All right. Come on. The 4K cam link is still it's here we go. Give me one moment. Man, I don't know why it's it actually it froze up there. It looks like I can't bring my camera back. Oh my goodness. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ah, it's okay. I'm gonna come back on. I'm gonna show this instead without my camera. Cool. Awesome. So that pretty much concludes the thumbnail workshop. Was this valuable for you guys? You guys that are here?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good to see the process.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's like I already we've gone through the process a lot, Alari. Everson, I hope you got some good value out of this as well. It's really easy, but it's very, very important to have your thumbnails done, especially before going live on any of your gameplay, recording any videos. 100%. There is in the description of this video, and I'm going to pass it out in the community. I have a checklist for you guys if you wanted to download that. It's just a checklist you can just resource whenever you do your video creation. Hopefully that will help you guys out. But that is pretty much my entire presentation today. I'm glad you guys came through. If you aren't in the community and you're watching this live, join the community. Link in the description. We got a lot of good people in there. Laurie is in there. Everson's in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I am going to end the stream and
Thank you.
enjoy your day. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.